Now, in our post-planning time, when I was introducing Schoology, I told you that Schoology is going to replace your needing to post things on the Google Calendars. This is for those of you in elementary and middle school where you've been having to post assignments every day in Google Calendars. Let me tell you how that's going to work. Whenever you post an assignment, something you're going to grade, it's automatically going to show up on the Schoology calendar. So you don't have to worry about things like that. You don't have to add them to something different. If you have a test coming up on Friday, it's going to show up on Friday's calendar. But let's say that you have homework to assign during the evening that you're not going to grade. Okay, you just want your students, for example, to read pages 14 to 20 in their history book. You're not going to be taking a grade on it or anything. That's just, okay, here's what you need to do tonight, or study your spelling lesson for tonight, something like that. It's not based on a specific test, just an ungraded assignment, just where you want to list homework or list the work they need to be doing for the night. The things I've been talking about are those that are going to go into the grade book and take a grade for. So how do you do it if you're not going to take a grade for it? Here's what you do for that. Go to your courses and pull down to the course. We'll do the middle school test class. Okay, it's going to look like this. And what you're going to do now is you're going to add materials. You're going to add an assignment. Okay, just like you do if you're going to grade something. Add an assignment. And so after you click that, it will come up with this screen. And so here's what you can do. You can say homework for June 20th. That's tonight. Okay. Down here in the description, you just say something like Bible, read the book of Revelation in Greek. And for history, they need to read the original Constitution. Okay, that's their homework for tonight. You're not going to take grades on either of those. Okay, and we'll say the due date is tomorrow. Okay, that's Saturday, but okay, this is their homework tonight that's due tomorrow. Now, here in category, you want to leave this ungraded. If you leave it ungraded, it's not going to show up in the grade book, but it will show up on the student calendar. So just leave that ungraded and make sure that this is checked here where it's visible to students. Okay. Submissions enabled. You should uncheck this. It won't matter if you leave it checked, but this means if you uncheck it, that means students aren't going to submit some work for it. If you leave that checked, then that's where they can turn in things online to you. Well, there's nothing to turn in for this. So you can uncheck. If you leave it checked, it's not going to make a difference, really. But if you uncheck it, it just takes away a little bit of confusion. So after you do that, just click Create. Okay, now you've created an ungraded assignment, and you see it shows up over here as the homework. Okay, so now when the students log in, they're going to see upcoming here, homework for June 20th. And if they go to a calendar, here is the calendar, okay, and their homework for June 20th. They can click on that, and there's what it tells them. Okay, so that way you can post something that will show up on their calendar. It'll also show up on the parents' calendar. So the parents can pull this up as well. They can see what the homework is. But you don't have to go to Google Calendars. You don't have to go anywhere else. If you just post that, it's automatically going to appear. And like I say, if you have things like tests, like here's a spelling test, okay, that automatically shows up. You don't have to do anything special for that. I mean, if you list it in the homework, that's no big deal, but it's already going to show up. But this is mainly for things that are not going to be graded. That's how you can do that.